what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that.
It's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Saints and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here, in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
The kicker, Blake Rupe, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So
right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
This is a defensive coordinator just testing the waters. How is your protection plan? Do you have a plan for any linebacker or second-level pressures? Well, I think we got the answer in this one because they had no answer for it, and you could bet he's going to continue to dial those up.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
That big boy was moving, Mike. That was impressive. I mean, it's not easy to bring down this quarterback in any situation, but to hawk him down from his interior defensive line spot, nearly out by the sideline, that's beyond impressive.
On fourth down, on comes Jake Camarda, the punt for Tampa Bay, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. That's taken in at the 50. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders. Now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
Now, Mike, at this level here in the NFL, you just rarely see the type of performance where one player on the field just stands out that much against his peers. But that's exactly what we saw out of this quarterback a week ago. I mean, throwing for all those touchdowns, that's one thing. But the fact that he was able to protect the ball in the process is what really was impressive to me. I mean, it's not like he was just out there in the backyard chucking the ball all over the place. I mean, he was methodical, cerebral, lethal with his approach. Truthfully, I have no idea how you follow up a performance like that, but I'm certainly excited to see what he has in store.
Well, that is a Quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. They'll set up the screen to White. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but it's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They send Godwin in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers. We have to protect the ball. In this case, it doesn't result in a turnover, but the lost yardage now brings up 4th down. These are drive killers.
Here's Jake Camarda now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Saints offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he's in. Cedric Wilson. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. On the give, this is Kamara. And he's in for the 2-point conversion to make it 16-0. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. Making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run with the 3rd-year man. It's Rashad White. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Brian Brzee there for the tackle. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That is fielded at the 20. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And what a start he's off to. You don't want to start prorating numbers out for 4 quarters, but fair to say, this defense going to have to find some way to slow him down. Here's 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards. So after 1, 16-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. First down throw for Carr. To the goal line and in. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown Saints. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. Here's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The next drive about to start as we take a look ahead to what's coming up the next couple of nights. Starting tonight, Sunday Night Football, it's the Bengals and Giants at MetLife Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time, followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. I fumbled the football. The Saints have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. It's a give now to Kamara. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That is caught back corner of the end zone. A.T. Perry, touchdown New Orleans. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Third and long. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing is Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If this quarterback's offensive line had as much fight as he does, I don't think they'd be in this situation to begin with. I mean, it's not even halftime here, Mike, and they've already given up 6 sacks. At this rate, I'm not sure they're confident their quarterback's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
That's going to be fielded back at the 5. Oh, looks like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On first down, Carr. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down. Now, Carr. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he will score. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, Saints. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. On the handoff, it's Kamara. A dive, and he's in. The 2-point conversion is successful.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Baker. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this pass has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Second down throw for Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to New Orleans. After this, they need 8 as they come up for third down. Now Mayfield. Open man, left side. He's got it.
Let's go.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work.
The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. The Saints have got it.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Carr now to throw on first down. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading left. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Toward the middle of the field, he's got Evans. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On 2nd down, Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So we've reached halftime in a game that is all but over here at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the 2nd quarter. Jordan Love and Jaden Reed hook it up on a touchdown pass. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And this one going the visitors' way as the Texans have the lead in that one. It's C.J. Stroud with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied. For the Saints, this is why they signed him. They got a strong performance from their quarterback, Derek Carr. He had a half for the ages, touchdown pass after touchdown pass. He threw a month's worth of touchdowns in just those first 2 quarters of play. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this 2nd half. Because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he is in the midst of an MVP-type season. NFL leader in passing yardage, and he's up over 3,000 now for the season. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Carr to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And as we take you back through the highlights, there aren't many of them from a quarterbacking perspective. He's been unable to sustain a lot in any of these drives and does not have a touchdown pass to this point. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here comes Otten in motion. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Mayfield. A pass. It's complete. It's Shepard.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I think the defense came in confident that they'd be able to get after the quarterback, right, Mike? When we met with them this week, they felt like they had a really good plan, some exotic looks, some different pressure packages, and it's worked to perfection. I'm not sure they thought they'd be 1 sack away from breaking the NFL record for the most sacks in a single game, but here we are.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has given the folks who put together our highlights a lot to choose from. Came out hot, has not let up. Touchdown pass after touchdown pass. The defense left grasping at straws, trying to figure out how to slow him down. He has had some kind of game. First down throw for Carr. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he will score again. Cedric Wilson, touchdown Saints. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set the stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll throw now, 3rd and forever. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. The dangers of throwing when you are backed up quarterback trying to keep it alive and make a play. Instead, they bring him down, and it'll cost them 2 points.
I understand what the quarterback's trying to do here, Mike. He's trying to keep the play alive and buy some time for his receivers to work to get open. But backed up this close to his end zone, he's got to get rid of that ball because, as we just saw, the defense took him down for 2 points.
So now, after the safety, here comes a free kick from the 20-yard line. That's fielded at about the 18. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Hey, Greg, this has been something to watch. Let's go through some of these highlights. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown.
And this is one of those games where dreams are a reality, Mike, and you just can't ever predict when you're going to have a game like today, where just every play call, every ball that you throw, every option that you have downfield is wide open and productive. It's pretty incredible, the ability for them to continue to have their way with this defense, because barring some sort of change from this secondary where they come up with some answers, I don't even think they're done scoring just yet.
Take this one in. 73 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the second half. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Saint on the play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Buccaneers offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by White. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On play action, Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to White. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, Carr. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Cedric Wilson. Touchdown, New Orleans. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara. Players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2.
The lineup for the 2-point conversion.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And they continue to pour it on into the end zone. Tack on 2 more points. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll find his running back, White. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse. And I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions. And after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
They send Evans in motion. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now to throw on first down. He'll take a shot, looking for Wilson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On first down, Carr. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Carr now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll go play action with Carr. Now pass deep for St. Brown. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Saints. So that touchdown pass, number 51 on the year, it moves him past two guys at 50 to the best ever. Tom Brady in 2007 and Patrick Mahomes in 2018. After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for two.
The Saints will line up for the
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful two-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. goes.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. This brought him out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. From the shotgun, it's Carr. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That is hard. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Cedric Wilson. Touchdown, New Orleans. And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in one game. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now Mayfield. A throw on the move is caught. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, Baker. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves.
This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it would appear they're about to go 6-0. Trying to kill some clock and get out of here with that win. This drive starts 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Cedric Wilson. Touchdown, Saints. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
After the touchdown, Carr and the Saints going for 2.
The lineup for the two-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And he is finally going to be tracked down. It is a huge loss.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's got it at the 1. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Baker to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing.
A hit, and he has lost the football. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Saints offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And the rich get richer. They've got the big lead, and they start with it 1st and goal. The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.